Alright, today I'm going to show you several ways to correct perspective and horizon lines in both Camera Raw and Photoshop. The first one in Camera Raw is pretty easy. I took a picture that I took before that you've seen, tilted it kind of extremely to show you how to correct this. So when you do look at horizon lines, one of the easiest ways to do it is when you're in Camera Raw, go to the horizon line perspective tool right here. I'm going to just click right on the horizon line and I'm going to drag all the way across the horizon line itself, and I'm going to drop it. It's going to see, you can see what's going to get cropped down. It's going to actually take some off the image at the same time, but it kind of has to straighten it up. You'll see that in Photoshop. All I'm going to do is click the hand tool, and the hand makes it apply basically. So now you see that it's leveled it out completely. So that's the way in Camera Raw. So I'm going to I would want to save the image out of here. I don't want to save over top of my other image because my other one is correct, so I'm just going to say cancel right now. So that's the way with Adobe Bridge. With Photoshop, when you go into here, I took a picture off the internet that was off a tutorial of how to correct horizon lines to start with. Here, rather than looking for a tool that looked like the other one, now I'm going to look for the ruler tool in Photoshop. If it's hiding, it's under the eyedropper tool, so all you have to do is click and hold and go and choose your ruler tool. Here the same thing, you're going to click and drag across. I'm going to just follow that same line that they had drawn before, and up at the top here then I click straighten and it straightens it right up. Now this one didn't do the automatic crop, so I'm going to show you how to do that. You're going to choose your crop tool on the side. Always remember to restrain your crop when you do it. So I'm going to choose 4:6, which is your normal size of pictures when you're printing them off. 4:6 right now would be a vertical. I don't want that. I'm going to say no. I'm going to flip this to be a 6:4, and I'm going to start my crop tool. I'm just going to click and drag across at an angle, and you can see that it is holding it where it needs to be. I can move this around by clicking and pulling within. I can change the size of it again if I want to and pull there. I'm just going to make sure that it's pretty close to the rule of thirds where both the horizon line is and where the sun is. So that looks pretty good. It's about 1/3 of the way up, 2/3 of the way down. You can see that's cropping off a lot of the image though, so you have to make some decisions when you do this. But I'm going to say the check mark to that. Right now I thought it went from 72 pixels in resolution up to 300. That's why I think it's huge. I'm just going to go ahead and zoom out. I could do fit on screen also, but zoom out will do what I need it to do. So that shows just as I had corrected it before there. Here I'm going to show you straightening. This is the correct straightened one, and I'm going to show you how to do that with this one. To correct this, what you're going to do is go select all, and then you're going to go to Edit, Transform, and Perspective, and then I'm going to pull from the corners up here. When I pull from one corner, it will pull from both corners at the same time. I'm just going to pull it out until I can actually see the side of the building straightened up to the side of the paper also, and that's when I know that the side of the building is correct. I just drop it. When I like it, I can do the check mark and say that that's where I want to keep it. So that has corrected it. I just do select, deselect, and that goes away, and that's the correct proportion there. This one actually has a need for perspective correction from two directions, because not only are they looking up when they take the picture, but they looked from the side, and that caused that two-way perspective to happen. So to fix this one, again, I'm going to do select all. Now if for some reason the picture is up all the way to start with, if I go fit screen right now I can't actually pull outside of it. I am going to want to zoom out just a little bit so that I can see what's going on the sides. So I'm going to choose my zoom, I'm going to zoom out, I'm going to see so that I can actually see gray out here. Okay, so now I'm going to do select all, and I'm going to again do the transform and perspective. Now this one I actually need to stand it up two ways, so I'm going to pull from the center here on this one, and I'm going to line this line up with the side of the paper to begin with, and then I'm going to pull up here on this one to take it the second way and stand that straight up. Now this changed this a little bit, so I could kind of go back and forth a couple of times and just level that out completely. You can see that that stood this up as well as this up. So again, now I can do my check mark first, and then select, deselect, and that has corrected the perspective on it. So that's how to do both those horizon line and perspective correcting.